talking about how to make your Disney College application stand out. So today I have 10 tips to make your application stand out against all of the thousands of other applicants that are applying right now. First, I would like to say, if you are applying for the fall program, good luck. Watch my videos, it will help out a lot, and I wish all of you the best of luck. This is the long journey. You got it though. Stay calm. Okay, so tip number 1, know your roles. So in the beginning, when you decide that you want to apply for the college program, make sure you go onto their website and look at all the roles that they offer. Obviously, there is a lot of roles that you can have as a cast member at Disney. Make sure that you at least I picked my top 10 roles, and from there I studied, I researched, I looked at the descriptions to see what they wanted us to do in that specific job, and I just made sure I knew exactly what I was applying for, what I was trying to get, so that way when you get to your work experience, it's 10 times easier knowing what they want to hear and what they don't want to hear. Tip number 2, join the Disney College Facebook pages. So there's always a page out for whenever you're applying. So I applied for Spring Advantage 2019. There's a Facebook page out there for that. If you're applying for the fall 2019 program, there is a Facebook page out there for that, and so on. There will always be a Disney College Facebook page out there for y'all to join. On these Facebook pages, they are very, very helpful, and honestly, there's lots of drama, so just don't get caught up in the drama. I used it to let me know when the applications have dropped. If you are trying to apply for the fall Disney College program, the applications have dropped, so you might as well go ahead and get started. I don't like to wait. Go ahead and get started, get your application going. But if not, for the next spring program, follow those Facebook pages. Everybody will let everybody know when they have dropped. You'll get a whole bunch of notifications. They were talking about how they're applying and all that. Very helpful. Tip number 3, something that a lot of people, I don't think, used to know. Maybe a lot of people still don't really know it, but you can work on your Disney College application before applications drop. So if you go onto the college program website, if you go to the Disney College program website and you click apply, you can start to work on your application. It lets you fill out your college and all your personal information, and then it also lets you fill out your work background and work history and all of that, which that's the main part that takes the longest when applications do drop. If you do this now and have your friends help edit it and go over it, and you can change it and reread it and make it perfect as much as you want before the applications are actually out. So that way you feel like you're not in a rush when applications come out. You can take your time. All you have to do is rate the roles and smooth sailing. That's what I did. I think that really did help me a lot, because the first time I applied, I didn't know that I could work on my application before, but the second time I did, and I really worked on it all summer, and when applications did drop, I was ready. I just clicked submit, and I felt confident in what I wrote, and it wasn't any second guessing or oh, I should have said this, oh, I should have said that. I said everything I had to say because I went over it multiple times, and I knew my application was what I wanted it to be. Tip number 4. After you have decided what roles you want in the college program, look down in the description of the role bios, and you want to pull out some key terms to put into your work experience about whatever job that you have now or past jobs that you've had. So for example, I work at a daycare and I am a floater, so I read lots of stories to my kids, I play with them, I maintain safety throughout my classroom and things like that. So if you're looking at children activities, it talks about, I'm pretty sure I'm quoting this from my memory, it talks about reading books and acting out with the kids and maintaining the safety of watching out for the kids or something like that. Make sure that you pull out those keywords or key sentences. I wouldn't copy the whole thing obviously, but get the main part from their descriptions and put it into your application. This makes the computer that pulls out the applications recognize your application really fast and realizes that you're a good candidate for the college program. Tip number 5, make sure that you only put down the roles that you are willing to work. I cannot stress this enough. It happens over and over and over. People will say, oh, I'll do anything. I just want to work for the company. I'll do any job. Just give me a job so I can go to Florida. I get you, I feel you. I was really willing to do any job too. But me, I don't like swimming. So why would I say that I would be a lifeguard when I don't want to be a lifeguard? If you put interest into a role, Disney can and will give you that job. Even if you put it as a low interest job, it's very likely for you to still get that job. A lot of people don't really like custodial. I really don't mind custodial, cleaning and like things. That really doesn't gross me out. It does gross some people out. So if you get grossed out easily, don't pick custodial, because really you don't know what type of things that you're gonna have to clean up. If you do not want to do it, do not put it on your application. It makes your life easier. If you have any doubt in your mind, just don't put it up there. It's not going to affect your application in any way, shape, or form. It's better for you in the long run to just put the jobs that you would really want to do. Number 6, if you have worked with children, show that in your application. Disney needs people that are good with children in any role that you do. If obviously, like babysitters, if you babysit, put that in your work experience. If you are a daycare teacher, put that in your work experience. If you teach dance to kids, put that in your work experience. They want to know that type of stuff. They want to hire people that are good with kids that could also help you get children activities, a role that's very hard to get, or Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique that also has a lot of children interaction, not really adults and like parents. It's really a lot with the kids. They want to know that type of thing. Tip number 7, when you're doing your application, keep your work experience short and simple and to the point. Don't make this like huge long 2-paragraph thing. The computer is not going to recognize that, and I just wouldn't. In my second application, I did bullet points, but in my first one, I did paragraphs, and obviously I didn't get picked in my first program. So I personally would keep bullet points and keep it short and simple to the point. That's just me, but really, people say that you can write paragraphs, but from my experience, I just wouldn't. Tip number 8, take your time doing your application. There is no rush. I know a lot of people believe that you have to rush and be the first one to get their application in. You really don't. Take your time doing your application. Make sure everything's right. Go over your name, go over your phone number, go over your birthday. Make sure all of that stuff is right. Really, take your time. Slow down. Tip number 9. Ask your friends and family to edit your work experience for you. Because after you look over it a lot, things just start to blur together. Things just start sounding the same. You start hating it. At least that's how I am with when I was doing my application. I just started to hate it after like a month of going over it. So I finally just asked friends and families to go over it and tell me what they thought. Would they hire me if they read this and things like that. So that's very helpful. Tip number 10. When should you apply? Should you apply the first day? Should you apply 3 weeks in? Should you wait till the last day to apply? The first time that I applied for the college program, I applied on the 3rd day. Applications were open. I was not part of the Facebook pages, so I didn't even know that they were open. But the second time, I applied the first day that they were open, within that first hour that they were open. And I got accepted. So I really don't know. Me personally, if you're somebody that likes to just do it and just be done with it and just have it in Disney's hand and let them do what they need with it, I would say apply the first day. Some people are always scared to apply the first day. They don't want to get stuck in application received or submissions or whatever it is. Even if you do get stuck, I feel you're the first group that gets pulled out of application received because you're first in that stack of people that got stuck. That's just my opinion. Do what you will, but that's all that I got for y'all today. If you are applying, please comment. Let me know how your application journey is going. I want to know. If you need any help, comment. I will be happy to help you. This video is blurry. I will be happy to help you. If you need any help, please let me know. I got you. I will be here for you. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.